Yerp, this is Perp back with another video, and I feel like I've been gone for a while. I haven't uploaded in a few days, almost a week. It's gonna change this weekend, but some big breaking news has dropped this week or yesterday. That being Wednesday, today's being a Thursday. Yeah, things are shaking up at DC, and a lot of people are throwing hate in James Gunn's way. And I don't understand, but I want to kind of give you my thoughts on this whole entire DC and people saying it's in shambles and what direction they could possibly be going with all these very subtle changes. And as you saw in the beginning of the video, James Gunn recently just came out with this tweet just kind of breaking things down. Y'all can go try to read the text. I know it's really small, or you can go to his Twitter and read it out for yourself and give me your thoughts on that. Or if you've already read what he has said, give me your thoughts about it, because this is what I like about James Gunn compared to the old regime. The old regime was very quiet. We barely even knew who ran anything. There was never a face to put on anything. Well, later on, but you know what I'm saying? They're very quiet. They're not as transparent as James Gunn is. James Gunn is telling you exactly what's going on, telling you me and Peter are the only ones that know what the plan is. So anything outside of that, don't listen to none of that. So keeping the information pretty tamed is a smart idea, because you don't want to give up people and their hope. Like, you don't want to give people hope and just disappoint them. And that's what DC has been doing, to be fair. Me, I'm just very optimistic. I'm willing to wait to see what happens. I'm not going to just kind of jump out the gate and just say, oh man, y'all are trash. Y'all don't know what y'all doing. Too many people do that, bro. And I think that's what hurts DC, because when DC does make something good or watchable or anything, people automatically hate it, or just because it's not attached to Snyder or anything, people just dismiss it, go out of their way, and it's ridiculous. And like I said, even when they start to get things going with this new DCU, you know what I'm saying, I still think that there's always going to be that hate, and I don't understand the hate for James Gunn. Yes, you can probably say, oh, what about his tweet? Like, I'm not even talking about that. We're just talking about what this man could do to reshape things at Warner Brothers, you know, to kind of make things make sense over there at DC. Make it a cohesive universe. You know what I'm saying? Even if that means starting from scratch, and that's what it kind of seems like. I think, and I said this a while ago on some streams, that it could be possible that they're canceling something like Wonder Woman 3 to kind of renegotiate a new contract with Gal Gadot, where they're going to kind of just reboot her whole entire story. That could very be possible. I don't think Ben Affleck's coming back. Henry Cavill, that is another one that's kind of on the table. Me personally, it's a hard decision, just because, yes, you could find somebody that can act better than Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill has not proven himself to be a tremendous actor, like, oh man, he's Oscar worthy. It's just the fact that he looks like Superman. He has the physique of Superman, and that's hard to find somebody. Like, you could go ahead and get somebody that's young, but you're not going to get them to the shape that Henry Cavill was, and that's tough. But I say that because it's like, do you really want to go with Henry Cavill? He's like, what, 39 right now. He could very much play Superman for another 10 years, but by the time we get another Superman movie, it's probably going to be like another 3 years before we see that, or another 3-5 years or something ridiculous. And that's another thing that kind of plays into all this, the waiting, and where people are really getting their frustrations for. They just want to see good movies, and I understand that. I want to see good movies. I think DC definitely has that potential, but that's another thing that you risk, like making certain decisions like that. Okay, we're going to get rid of Jason Momoa as Aquaman, bring him back as Lobo. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to bring back Henry Cavill and work around that, or what I would do, and shouts to Chillmonger because he did a stream earlier today, and I'll put a link for that in the description below. Check that out. Fire discussion. Build your universe around Robert Pattinson's Batman. Do not recast Batman. Just use Robert Pattinson as the Batman for this universe. Let Matt Reeves build up the universe that he wants to do with this, and then once he's done with the trilogy and whatnot, you can give his Batman to somebody else, or now this Batman can be established into an already into the Justice League already, so we don't have to kind of go through the origins once again and do the same old shtick. You know what I'm saying? So you can go that route. That's what I would kind of do. But yeah, it just seems like they want to really focus on Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, which I'm really fine with, because once you get that down, all the other pieces will fall in together. What they're going to do with the Flash, I think Ezra Miller is out of here after the Flash. I think they're going to recast him. I would go with Joseph Quinn, aka Eddie Munson. Go ahead, go get him. That's just my pick. For Aquaman, I would go with Glenn Powell. Glenn Powell would be a dope choice for Aquaman. But like I said, if I'm James Gunn, I'm probably looking for younger actors, and not too young, like nobody in their early 20s. I think they should go in like the 25 to 30 years old range, a little bit higher, or maybe like 25 to 35, pick from like that pool. And I think you may have something here. Like I said, I don't know if they're going to recast Gal, which Gal could definitely be replaced, bro. She's another actress that's she just looks good. You know, she's not the greatest actor. And Wonder Woman 84, I think, is way over hated. The first one was still good. That's still solid. But it's like Marvel. When certain things don't fit with their formula or what they're trying to go with, they're not going to go that route. Edgar Wright's the perfect example, where he had supposedly a dope script and everything for Ant-Man, but it just didn't fit in with what they were trying to do with the universe. So yeah, I just think people should just chill. Let's see what's going to come out of all of this, what exactly they are going to be planning. And that's another thing, like, people are freaking out, and we don't even know what the plan is yet, even though James Gunn and Peter have said that they do plan on announcing some type of ideas in the coming months. But people are already jumping the gun, like DC doesn't know what they're doing, they're trash, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, I feel like just we got to be more positive until we see something like concrete, a trailer or a whole slate or the actual movies themselves. Let's just wait to see how it plays out. But I feel like James Gunn is doing a really good job under some shitty circumstances. Like, he was handed a broken ship, now he has to fix it. You know what I'm saying? And I think he's going to do a good job of putting things back together. It's just going to take time, and people just need to be patient. Would you rather them rush out a bunch of films, or would you rather them take all the time that they can do and to give us some great movies so we can actually have some competition going on between DC and Marvel? And I think James is the one to do it because his track record, speaks for himself. He did Guardians, changed the MCU as we know it, as far as the tone goes. Guardians 2, another successful movie. The Guardians holiday special. The Suicide Squad, pretty much a reboot to the 2016 one. Nobody even acknowledges that version. They only look at the Suicide Squad. And you also just have Peacemaker. What more do you want? You know what I'm saying? Who else could fill these shoes? Who would you pick? Definitely not no Zack Snyder. Miss me with that. Just look at his track record and look at the dude Peter, bro. Like, they know what they're doing, bro. They know what they're doing. We're just going to wait to see. And if it all comes down crashing and burn, and it crashes and burns, oh well, bro. On to the next one. I'm so fed up with just all this infighting over comic book shit, bro. It's just like, it's ridiculous. It's almost childish at the same time. And I understand everybody wants what they want, but you're not going to get what you want. That's just not how the world works. But like I said, let me know how you guys feel about all these changes and the shifts that's going on over there at DC. I think that right now it's going to be looking shaky. I think it's going to be worth it at the end of it. I believe in James Gunn. I think he knows what he has an idea of what he wants to do. And we just got to sit back and wait. Till next time, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.